Hey class, I'm the talking head, or it will be. Let's see here. If I move to that, there's a little. You'll see a lot of that this semester. I apologize for that, but anyway, we're off to a good start in the class. This is just kind of like it's the third week check-in with you, just to kind of visit with you. I wanted to convey to you a little bit of communication protocol that I like to see in this class, and not that anybody has done anything wrong up to this point at all, because it's all fair game. I enjoy it when you call me um, and use the other forms of communication. It sounds like most of you kind of got the idea that I don't take a look at my Moodle mail very often. So if you use that, I'm probably not going to get right back to you. It's just there's so many ways to communicate right now that um, it makes it difficult to keep track of it all. And I'm teaching 5 classes, but I spent a lot of time for this class too. So I don't mind your questions at all. Certainly, you can email them to me. One thing I'd like you to try, and it would help your other classmates as well. Sometimes I can't get right back to you, and just to give you an example, I'm not trying to make one of the students feel like I'm picking on her or anything like that, but she emailed me, and I'm glad she did, and I'll be able to address that question that she had. But if you would, if you have a question about the content, or a question about accounting or record keeping or QuickBooks itself, you may be able to get a question answered by one of your fellow students and peers more quickly than you can me, and somewhat like it would happen in the classroom. We're going to get busy in here, and there's 32 of you in this particular section, so if there's a lot of buzzing and questioning and stuff like that, it would be helpful if you would is to put it in this general question and answer forum that I have set up here. And I'll be monitoring it. And again, I won't be monitoring it, on an hourly basis and things like that. But I'll take a look at it a couple times a week to make sure that somebody has posted a question, gets it answered, and so forth. And probably throw my 2 cents worth in too. I have a way of doing that, but which I'm getting paid to do that as well. So and I enjoy it. So don't think that any question is not good enough to put up there. If you're and you've heard this from your other instructors, if you wonder about it, then probably somebody else is too. Okay, so the other forum that I have set up here, this is for announcements that I might have, and I haven't used that a lot in the past, but you should be notified when you get into the class that there is something to look at there. If there isn't, then let me know. Some of this technology, I've been working with it for a long time, but sometimes it just kind of pushes ahead of me before I get there. So anybody else feel that way? All right. Well, the last note, not to belabor it or anything like that, but we've had some points up to this point in the semester. We're not quite a quarter of the way. 4 weeks would be that point. Um, Most of you are doing really well. I really appreciate the fact that you're getting in and working on it. I always say is that get in early and often, and start the work. You can't. It's hard to have a question on Sunday evening when your assignments and quizzes and stuff like that are due on Sunday. The reason that I actually post those things and I have them open clear through Sunday is that many of you work, and I appreciate that. And you don't get a huge block of time to work on some of this stuff. But what I like you to try to do at least is take a look at it and go, oh man, that stuff looks tough. or that doesn't look too bad. 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes at a time throughout the week. And then you'll find once you get to the weekend that it'll just be just sewing up the loose ends, and you can turn it into me, okay? And not that I won't respond to you on the weekends, but I do. I've got a farm and another business interest that I've got a lot going on with it, and so sometimes I'm not able to. Out here in Wyoming, there are places that don't have internet, and basically those are the two places that I work. When I'm not teaching. So I apologize ahead of time if that happens to you, but also I kind of expect you to be prepared and start early. Okay? So thanks again, and post your questions, general Q&A. Thank you again.